Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Robinson. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Motion from the back. To the air, it's Castellanos. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. That's reeled in. It's Prentice. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Looking for a man, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Prentice. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Prentice. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He might want another play. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. they'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's White. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Looking down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Knowles in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's White. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And the Knowles can really attack on this second and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Castellanos. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's White. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense, executing that last drive.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles.
It's a running one. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cameron. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Prentice. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Buys a little time with his feet. Grab near the marker. It's Cameron. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. The give to the tailback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's McCoy. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Ocha.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
they'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to... There he goes! That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Robertson. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, and a good pickup there on first down.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Using his legs, it's Washington. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Caught over the middle. It's Prentice.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
To the air, it's Robertson. Wide out trying to get it in. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
pushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Baylor! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the middle. Fires it incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the right. All by himself. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Takes a hit as he fires. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.